Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. What I thought I'd do this morning is just a quick update for the square corner terrain competition. So as you can see, there's been a bit of progress made. I've stuck down some of the plastic sheets. Obviously this is the road sections that I've talked about in the other video, and this is the wall to form the corner. I basically said I didn't know whether there was going to be a house here or like a park wall, and I've gone for the park wall. Then the footway is stuck down as well. What I had to do, because I put a curb on the road sections, I had to put some plastic card underneath the footway and the wall, so that it would raise the level to the height of the curb. Now I have come across one or two issues with this vignette, and I'll explain them to you now. So if you recall, I was going to use possibly two of these vehicles to make out that there was a parade happening, but unfortunately I can't actually use this, and I'll explain why. So the problem I have is the figures that come with it. So there's this one, and there's a few others. He hasn't got his arms on yet, and then we got another chap here. I think there's 6 altogether. Now, if you recall, the title of this vignette was Parade and Prayer in Paris, and for a long time now I'd had that kind of idea in my head, because it was obviously a continuation of the story of the service history of the Grossdeutschen division, and especially the operations during the invasion of France. So I wanted to stick to that idea. Now, these figures don't portray soldiers on parade. You know, they're not wearing their steel helms. They're all in different positions, so they look more relaxed and things like that. And so that wasn't the what I was going for with this. So I've had to have a rethink as to what figures or what vehicles I could use. So I was looking in my stash for another vehicle that could be used for the vignette, and I thought I'd hit the jackpot with this, which is the Sd.Kfz 3 House B. But it's an House B, and this wasn't introduced until after the parade that took place in Paris. Now I could try and backdate it. Basically, this return roller here would need to be moved further towards this centre one, and this drive sprocket is different as well, and there is an aftermarket set I can buy. The only problem is I'd have to buy it from Canada, and it costs 31 Canadian dollars, and then you got the posting and packing on top, and it's just like, so I'm not going to do that either. So I've finally found something that I can use, and which I think will work well. My plan is now to have 4 of these on the vignette. Now, because the motorcyclists are in this kind of pose, obviously the rider there and the guy in the sidecar, I would expect that kind of pose even if they were on parade. The uniform as well is okay for period. The vehicle's okay for the period, and so 4 of those, 2 abreast, going down the road, would definitely give the impression of a parade. The other model I'm going to add is this armoured car, and because these armoured cars were used in the reconnaissance section, similar to the motorbikes, so there won't be a problem having the 2 together, and they would parade in the same unit, if you like. So if we just go back to the vignette, I'll try and show you something like how it's going to look. So here's two of the motorbikes that I've made up. There'll be another two, one there, and then you've got the armoured car behind, and so that's how they'll be parading. We'll have there's some more footway got to be added here. I have got that cut, I just need to stick it down. So I don't know where the guy with the camera is going to be. I don't know whether to have him on this corner or on that corner, and he will be obviously filming either that way or that way to catch the parade. Now I've got a French civilian to put on there, and if you recall I said I had got like a newspaper stand, or I've got a bill poster pillar, so I may add one of those as well. And then I've got the lighting column to add that I've shown previously, that's going to be somewhere around here as well. This park's going to have a grassed area or something and a pavement coming through it. That's why there's a gap there, so it looks like it's the entrance to the park. In all, there'll be the guy with the cine camera, the French civilian, and then there's two guys for each of these, so that's 10 figures. And then I've bought a figure Tamiya set for a guy to be sticking his head out the turret of that, so that's 11 figures. Then I was going to have a German soldier on the footway, like a sentry. I might do a military police and have him stood on this side road here as if he's blocking the traffic, stopping any traffic. So that's 12 figures altogether. So this thing's kind of snowballing a bit, which is a bit worrying. I did toy with the idea of, as well as having a vehicle on here, whether it was I've got a Citroen 148 Citroen, and I could either do it as just a French civilian vehicle, or I could have it as the vehicle that the guy from the propaganda unit has turned up in. I don't know, I think it's perhaps a bit too early to have Panzer Grey Citroen. So I may just leave it, just having the military policeman there. So the idea's all there. It's just the prosecution of it, the actually getting it together and obviously making it look good. But I needed to do a small update because just to let you guys know that I was cracking on with it. I have to confess that building vignettes is quite a new thing for me, and compared to just building the model, it's a completely different ball game. I mean, all the issues that you have to consider when putting things together, it's quite fascinating actually, and quite a challenge, and I'm quite enjoying it. You know, getting vehicles of the right period, for instance. You know, obviously getting things on the vignette to tell a story is another challenge. And in 148, trying to find those things that you can use in order to tell that story has been quite a challenge too. So yeah, I am really enjoying this, and I hope to get an update again soon for you. Okay, thanks for watching.